Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters. Welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we're discussing how to interview for a leadership role. Practical tips for landing your dream job. For any interview, practice and research are key. Practice the things you might say in an interview, including answering the questions that might come up. Research the company and role you're applying for, and you'll really know your stuff. Once you've got your prep work down, you can focus on the actual interview. When you're in the interview, focus on your personal experience and results to start with. Talk about challenging moments in your career and how you've learned and grown from them. Talk about successful moments you've had in your career and brag a little bit. It's okay, you've earned it. While talking about you is important, they want to know who they're hiring after all. Don't let that take up more than 30 to 40% of the interview. Why? There's no I in team, especially if you're being hired to lead one. Once you've covered your own experience, that's when the leadership questions generally start. Bring the conversation around to how you and your team overcame challenges and found success together. Apply those wins and setbacks to the team, not just to yourself. Focus on framing the discussion around how you led the team and contributed to their triumph, not as an individual, but as a leader. The team portion should take up the remaining 60 to 70% of the interview. During the team portion, you'll want to make sure you define your values as a leader. If you haven't been in a leadership position yet, that's okay. You should still define your values and speak about how you would apply them. You should also discuss your leadership style and beat them to the punch before they ask, if possible. I highly recommend you adopt the servant leadership style. It's what most companies are looking for these days, and it's the best option you have out there. You might prefer another leadership style, and that's okay too. Just know how you would use it and why. If the company you're interviewing with is looking for a true leader, they also want to know how you coach, team build, and how you tackle one-on-ones. If you're new again, be prepared to answer, even if it's how you would handle these things in your future role. Most importantly, the leaders interviewing you have probably experienced most of the things you have and can relate to your struggles, so just be honest. Don't say, "Never had a bad employee," or some other bullshit, because they know that's not true. Bad employees exist, so don't pretend they don't. As a leader, you have to deal with them. Your new company wants to know that you can handle the good, the bad, and the ugly, and do it with integrity. Want more leadership tips? Check out my YouTube channel and more of my podcast, or download my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills, today. That's this week's episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Give us a follow, a like, a share, and even a review if you feel like it. We'd really appreciate it. Cheers. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills, click on the link in the description. Tune in next week for your next episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thank you. Oh, hi there. The episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. If you're on the quest to elevate your team's leadership, production, or game design capabilities, I'm here to assist. Leveraging extensive experience and a strategic approach, I offer personalized audits, bespoke workshops, and leadership retreat facilitation to drive your team toward excellence. My commitment is to provide efficient, reliable, and proven support, ensuring you have the tools and insights needed to thrive. Ready to unlock your team's full potential and achieve unparalleled success? Don't hesitate to press start on your journey to transformation today. Feel free to reach out directly to discuss how we can tailor a solution to meet your unique needs and goals. Let's connect and take your team's performance to the next level.